What's going on, everybody? It's Afro Think Tank. White man says he will never forgive Donald Trump voters and supporters. Never. He used the word never. All right, that's serious. That's like using the word hate. Hate is a serious word, right? Dislike, we can understand that. Hate, that's like next level, right? This guy said the word never. Never forgive, meaning he hates Trump supporters, Trump voters. And I completely and totally understand this. It's a white guy, all right? And I'm sure he's dealing with these type of things within his own community. Like, as an African American, I know white people vote for Trump. Like, I was shocked at the amount of people, but not surprised that they would, or their sentiment. But as a white person who's battling a certain portion of their culture, right, it's got to be a different experience, right, to cut off your friends and families who voted for Donald Trump. It's got to be a totally different experience to be against Donald Trump when you live within a community that culturally accepts, ignores, or exacerbates or hypes up a Donald Trump type individual, right? And this guy, and the thing is, the ones that were never Trumpers, the ones that are just now coming to the F the Trump situation, they're a rare breed. They're a little rare, right? Not saying I align with them completely, but they are clear. Because most white people are for Trump, or they're indifferent by Trump, or they close their eyes, right, and close their ears and allow Trump to do the things he's doing because they know that if Trump is successful, it would benefit them ultimately. So they stay out of the fight, but they real secretly support their agenda. That's where like 90% of the races are. They allow the 10% or 5% xenophobic, hateful, loudmouth extroverts to articulate their racism, but most of them stay quiet and they only come out during voting times, right? But unfortunately, in the age of information, right, a lot of people are just saying things they wouldn't normally say, right, if there were consequences. Like they forget, there's a lot of people forgetting that they work for the government or they work for an important corporation that probably has a contract with the government, right, that cannot, via policy, tolerate an employee of theirs saying certain things because their bosses or their potential clients and customers are aligned with the views that their compatriots are going against, which is not good for advertising dollars, right? But if you are a player, right, of this particular, social genre, you will understand what it is that I mean, and you play it, right? Most of us who understand this genre, we play it smoothly, right? We know we pick our battles, right? We fight when we can fight. We move on when we should probably move on, but there's some who do not, right? And we're getting to the point to where we're like at a crossroads where you got people who are just going to go balls to the wall. You got people who are going to try to still be incognito, tactical about it. And you got people who don't care because they're like, well, shit, everybody knows about it. Let's just go ahead and do it. Let's deal with the shit, put everything on the table, and we're going to deal with it. And that's where we're at now, right? So it's up to us, the individual, to make up those decisions. So you guys tell me what you think about this topic in the comment section, all right? This is Afro Think Tank. Learn something, teach something. I'm out.
This one is going to be very off the cuff. So if I misspeak, I misspeak. There's that lady that has been going around TikTok. A bunch of my mutuals have been making posts about it. Who was talking about how, she regretted voting for him for the third time. And the amount of hate that she is getting from the left is just as much, if not more, than the amount of hate that she is getting from the right. Would you like to know fucking why? What did he just do? Our men and women in uniforms are going to come home in body bags. His board of peace is planning on building 50 plus stadiums in the rubble of Gaza? Innocent Iranians died. Innocent Palestinians are dying every fucking day. Every day. I will forgive somebody who voted for him in 2016 and realized their mistake and didn't vote again for him. If you're a three-peater, if you're a two-timer or a three-peater, fuck yourself. You will get no forgiveness from me. You can fuck all the way off. All the way off. When you think you fucked off enough, keep fucking going. You're not done yet. This man raped children. He is named more times in those files than everyone else combined. I will never say another word to my mother, my sister, anyone that I know that voted for this man more than once unless I absolutely have to. I work with Trump supporters. I have no choice. If I want to be able to keep my house and pay my bills, I have no choice. I do not give a fuck how sorry you are. You're not sorry enough yet. I don't give a flying fuck if it takes you years to fully deconstruct. I'm happy that you are doing the work. I'm happy that you have finally seen the fucking error of your ways. It's too fucking late. We will be sending boots to the ground. We had, Air Force bases that were struck in retaliatory strikes against what we did in Iran earlier this fucking morning, while everybody was asleep in the U.S. without congressional approval. But of course, you guys don't give a flying fuck about that anyways. You don't care about the law. If you voted for that man more than once after 2016, if you only voted for him for 2016, I'm willing to forgive you if you have realized the error of your ways. If you voted for him more than once, I will never forgive you. I will never, ever, ever forgive you. Ever. People are dying every day because of what you chose to vote for, because of what you chose to protect. I fucking hate you.
Well, the war in Iran just expanded to Lebanon. Yeah, this old Texas Paul. Hope your coffee is as good as mine. Hell, I hope it's better. I hope it's better. Israel had been engaged in some skirmishes with Hezbollah and had been bombing Lebanon. But now they're going to step that campaign up, and they are now actively warning residents in over 50 towns and villages to evacuate because the bombing campaign has just expanded there. No one thought this through, folks. No one thought this through. This is just going to escalate. Our coalition's not going to hold together through this. It's just not. Right now you have Syria and Turkey that are kind of half-assed. Jordan is like, but the Saudis are screaming, yeah, go ahead, because, the Saudis are in a power struggle in the region, a Muslim power struggle in the region with Iran, so they're using us. But to trust Netanyahu was one of the stupidest things. And I've seen Trump do some galactically stupid shit since he got elected. But to trust Netanyahu on this? Jesus Christ, nobody thought this through. They're just morons. Morons. A sustained bombing campaign in Lebanon is going to end our coalition. It just is. It just is. What little coalition we have, I mean, they half-ass slapped this together. This is not, this is a disaster. It is a freaking disaster. And yeah, now we're at war with Lebanon.
The bloodlust of white men will never be satisfied, even at the cost of other white men. See, you see, white MAGA specifically gets so excited over here in the U.S. when immigrant families get kidnapped, killed, put in concentration camps. You see it every time a black man, woman, or child gets murdered by the cops. You saw it with Alex Peretti and Renee Good. And now we're over in Iran, killing children in schools. And you see all of these white men cheering, right? And of course we have troops, American troops that have been killed. For what? For no fucking reason. We don't need to be over there. But again, these white MAGA men get so excited about murdering people that are not white, be it in the United States or in different countries across the world. And it's illogical, right? Because they're saying, you know, we will go destabilize countries, murder other people in those countries that aren't white in order to protect our freedom. No, again, we don't need to be over there. We don't need ICE. We need to abolish the cops. Like, it's never ending. White men are never going to beat the allegations as a collective. That all we like to see as a collective of white men is death and destruction. It's primal. It's in our DNA. It's directly tied to our ancestors. It's directly tied to the violence that white people have carried out since the beginning of this country and basically since the beginning of time. White men are programmed to watch suffering and get physically excited, mentally stimulated, emotionally excited about watching the murder of other people. The bloodlust will never be satisfied for white men. They'll watch other white men in the military get fucking murdered. And they'll be like, hell yeah, that's the most honorable thing you can do is die for your country. No, the fuck it's not. The most honorable thing is that you see other people as human beings, recognize their humanity, be empathetic, show love and care in your communities, and not be fucking violent. But that is antithetical to the programming of the white collective. Every single white person right now is either a white supremacist or pro-violence, unless you are actively and loudly against that. And for the majority of the white collective, it lands on so many of you just being a white supremacist and pro-violence, especially white men.
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.